Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to a special Thursday live stream where we are playing MECHABELLUM. Hey everybody! Just pause CQ3, tours and tournaments, watch this, how are ya? Oh, there's so many good things coming out, like on the same day, the same week. Yeah, it has been a busy time. One thing about, oh, Ranger's sick. Well, I'm so sorry. But I'm happy you could be around for the stream. There's at least that going on. So I've been playing the hell out of this game because it does feel like it's a game that's custom made for me. I love auto battlers of every kind. And I know some people, when you say auto battler, they think like team fight tactics or something like that. But it is a vast genre that's been around for quite some time. There's things like gratuitous space battles, which is cool. There's tons of great mods for like StarCraft, like Desert Strike, or now it's called Direct Strike, I guess, or Nexus Wars. Of course, you've got your Hearthstone Battlegrounds, you've got your Dota Underlords, you've got all those things. But this one here is great because it's standalone. It's not a mod. It's nothing like that. It's big giant robots. Basically, you're planning your armies, you're laying them out, and then the battle happens on its own without having you click and micro. So you don't have to be quick. You don't have to be fast. You just kind of have to be smart. And yeah, I've put about, what's my Steam played time here?
Hey Quill, pay attention, there's a new subscriber.
Hey, Iprios, thanks for the sub. I've got 28 hours into this game, and almost all of it has been this week. This has been my, like, free time game. On Tuesday, I played it with friends. We did 2v2s all night. I thought, maybe I'll convince them to play a game or two. And then once we got started, that was it. That was all we did all night with that. I've done 2 versus AI with friends. I've done a bunch of 1v1ing on the ladder, although the ladder has been reset, so my rank is like basically nothing again. So I'm gonna have to go and grind my way back up there. And see what I can do. But I think what we'll do is we'll get started. Probably we'll do a practice round against the AI, and because the advantage of playing against the AI is there's no timer. Well, there's a timer, but it's set to like 99999. So you've got like all the time in the world to think about what you're doing, and it'll be giving us a good opportunity to have a discussion about how the game works and how to think about it, like how to play the game, and also what kind of strategies we can come up with it. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of units we will be using in the battle. These units can be upgraded in a variety of ways during the middle of the battle. The other thing that's not quite obvious when you're getting started in this thing, which by the way is quite cheap. If you do !what game, you get a link to where you can pick it up right now. It just entered early access today. This, by the way, this live stream is sponsored by the lovely people at Paradox Arc. That's their like indie game publishing wing. So they are publishing this game. I think the company that's making this might be based out of China. I'm not sure, but yeah. So Paradox is picking it up and helping them out with distribution and all kinds of things like that. And hopefully, like good old advice. Why does Paradox have to release all the games in May? I don't have time. I know, right? I know. I mean, for good or for ill, I suppose, Lamplighters League isn't out yet. Soon, but not yet. So we've got a little bit of time before you have to make room in your schedule for that. It has been very busy. But yeah, what I was going to say is, in addition to the upgrades you can do during a round of combat, there's also the ability to customize what upgrades will be available to your units in combat. So you can do some sort of like meta configuration of things before you even get into a proper fight. But yeah, the multiplayer is quite cool because you can just queue up for an auto match, but you can also host matches over here that people can join in for various modes. You can also spectate the matches, which is really cool. And they've got this insight leaderboard here. This is a little thing where you can you get these insight points that you can spend on predictions of which side you think is going to win the game, which is quite cool. But yeah, like I said, we're going to jump into the practice mode over here versus AI, just so we have maximum time to think. I'll load up the insight AI, because why not? So the AI is going to have bonus resources to spend, but hopefully we'll just be able to outthink them and we'll see what we can do. Megaman looks really addicting. That's a plus. Yeah. Know if this will come to mobile. I have a friend, Fiend for mobile auto battlers. That I don't know, actually. No clue. I know auto battlers are quite a nice genre that work quite well on mobile as well, because, fast clicking for an RTS, like you're not going to be playing StarCraft on a mobile device. That's not really going to work, but an auto battler can work quite well. So the first thing you do every round is you get presented with this list of, I think they refer to them as like these experts or specialists that you can choose from. So whichever one you pick, it will have 2 starting unit types unlocked and starting in the field. And in addition to that, you're going to get some sort of special trait. So the elite specialist over here, you will be recruiting rank 2 units, level 2 units instead of level 1 units. Level 2 units are more expensive, but they're basically about like kind of sort of double hit points, double damage is basically the way they are. They're pretty good. Aerial specialist here would give us free unlock. So the recipes, the blueprints to unlock aerial units would be free. And all air units get their range increased, which is good. Giant unit blueprints are free. And Rhino is on round 3. We'll get a free level 2 Rhino, which is one of the type of units in play over here. Now, this is different every single time you play. It's randomized in completely different ways. Like the next time we might get one of these cards that's a crawler and a steel ball with a specialist that gives us extra supply points every round. Supply points are what you use to like purchase additional units or upgrade units and things like that. So it's mix and match. And the amount of hit points you can see that we start with is different depending on things. I think that's one of their balancing things, right? So if it turns out maybe like Fangs and Phoenixes are more expensive or more powerful, or maybe the Giant Specialist trait is considered to be especially good, so you're going to start with fewer hit points. So there's all sorts of, that's what you want to see in strategy games. You want to see a lot of different levers that the game developers can use to tweak balance, which is quite nice. Yeah, normally I think it's in a 1v1 game, I think you've got maybe 30 seconds to make a choice here, and then you get 100 seconds each round to like do your unit formation stuff. But here we're going to have, I mean, not literally infinite time, but effectively infinite time in versus the AI. The AI luckily is very patient. Oh, I meant to do that just in case anyone wondered about things later on. So personally, I'm a big fan of crawlers. I think they're wonderful. This is kind of an interesting series of compositions. I'm not sure. None of these are sort of my favorite setup over here, but we'll do. So I'm going to go over here with the Elite Specialist, and we're going to start with Crawlers and Phoenixes. So we'll drop those in, and so here's what the battlefield looks like. We've got 2 sides squared off. We can see what units the other side has started with. So my oppositions here are starting with Crawlers, just like we are starting with Crawlers, and Steel Balls. Behave. Steel balls are great at killing large units. They have a beam that locks on and gets stronger over time. So they are naturally a counter to large, strong units, which we don't actually have. Now, one nice thing going on here is none of the units my opponent has shoots up. So my Phoenixes, which are planes, currently are going to guarantee that we win. The way you win every single round is by killing all of the opposition units. At the end of the round, once all the units on one side are dead, however many units you have left, inflict that much damage to the hit points of the other side, and then a new round starts. People have a chance to buy new units, and then the whole thing repeats again until someone hits 0 HP and loses the match. We do also have these towers over here. Now, these 2 things, the command center and the research center, are used for various purposes. The research center can unlock permanent upgrades. The command center these are one-shot. I mean, you can repeat them, but they only have an effect for this specific round. So I could spend 100 supply to increase the range of all my units for 15 for this round only. But also in battle, if you go and boop one of these towers, what it does is it doesn't stun the enemy team, but it gives them a... So if a side loses one of their towers, all of their units move super slow, do reduced damage, and take additional damage. So if you can kill a tower, often it can lead to winning the round, although not necessarily all of the time. If you're new to the game, there's also these recommended formation buttons here that are submitted by users, which is kind of nice. So looking at this composition over here, right now, because I have the Expert Specialist trait here, so level 2 units, my units are a little bit more expensive because I'm recruiting them at level 2. So normally a Phoenix, I believe, would cost 200 supply, but it's going to cost me 300 supply, but I do get a level 2 version. Normally a Crawler costs 100 supply, but these are going to cost me 150. Currently, though, it would be great to get more flyers because it does counter everything, but they do have an opportunity to purchase something, so they might do something else. The other thing to note is every round you can deploy up to 2 units normally, which is what the 2 is over here. You can also unlock 1 new unit type every single round. One thing to note is that there's no reason not to ever unlock something, because a bunch of them are actually free to unlock. You can see this first section over here. These 4 right over here cost 0 to unlock. So if nothing else, you can unlock those. And if you're aerial or giant specialist, then giant units or aerial units could also be free to unlock. So you kind of, don't waste an unlock if you get an opportunity to do it, kind of thing. If I wanted to counter his crawlers, what would be a good pick would be arc lights. Arc lights have a sort of a direct fire laser beam with an area of effect around them. Another one that could be a counter would be storm callers. These are sort of long range artillery shells. The downside is the actual crawlers themselves, and they do splash damage, which makes it feel like it would be a good counter to the crawlers. But the crawlers tend to be so quick that they move, like as the artillery's fired, they move fast enough that they tend to dodge the shot on the way down. Rhinos are a good possibility to counter. They're a melee unit that do like buzzsaw splash damage and all that kind of thing. But it would be a little expensive to buy. So yeah, we could consider those. I should unlock something just so I have access to it. Normally I'm a big fan of getting marksmen. Marksmen are snipers, long range, really good, but our phoenixes are kind of going to satisfy that role. Phoenixes are long range, sort of single shot sniperino kind of guys. So I don't think we're gonna need the marksmen this round, but normally they are a huge priority for me. Well, here's what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna buy another crawler, which is going to leave me with 50. And I'm tempted to use the 50 to maybe purchase Mustangs. I won't be able to deploy one, but Mustangs are great all-purpose ground units. They're ranged, they shoot up, they shoot down, and they can counter a lot of stuff, and it might be nice to have that as an option. Or maybe what I'll do is just save the money. So maybe what I'll do, tell you what, I'm going to unlock, say, just the arc light, because it'll cost me nothing. I'll save the 50. I could also use the 50 on these sentry missiles here. These are one-shot, you deploy them, and the first time a unit walks into range, they get blown up, which is great. Oh, microphone is blocking some of the UI. Oh, some of this over here. Let me move my camera is what I'm going to do. Just something like that. Is a Mustang called Sally? Yeah, so now we're going to get to move our units around. Again, normally we'd have 100 seconds to do this, but normally you wouldn't be, presenting on Twitch. Our formation is probably going to be pretty simple here. These crawlers just want to run forward and engage in melee. That's all they do. They just sort of poke people in melee range. They are pretty fast. 16 meter per second movement speed. This is the fastest unit as far as I know, unmodified, like without any upgrades or anything going on. The crawlers are going to be as fast as can go. The phoenixes are also quite quick at 16 meters per second. I think what I'll do is I'll do something where I put 2 kind of on each side of the battlefield. I don't want to put the crawlers too far forward. Generally, sometimes I specifically deploy crawlers right at the front, but usually in response to something that has happened. The reason I don't tend to put them too far forward, in fact, I'm going to move them back a little further, is because if I want to deploy units that are slower than the crawlers, I want to usually put the slower units a little further ahead so that everything kind of sort of engages at the same time. Although the crawlers do have to be fairly far forward because they don't have a range attack. And yeah, I'm going to put the phoenixes fairly far back as well. They'll move at the same speed at the crawlers, but they'll have range, so that should work out okay. If the phoenixes end up engaging the enemy crawlers, it'll feel pretty bad because like they're one-shot sort of slow-firing unit. They'll one-shot the crawlers every time, but not be very productive. Ideally, I want the phoenixes engaging the steel ball, but I don't know what kind of layout they're going to go for. So we'll go for something symmetrical here. Sometimes asymmetrical layouts are really good. So you like sort of focus down one flank to try to jump one of these towers, or just overwhelm one side and you're willing to give up another. So we'll go ahead with this deployment and see what happens. Beep. Well, fast in relation to the other units. Like some of the units have a movement speed of, I think some have 5 meters per second. Some are definitely at 6. All right, so we got cinematic mode turned on. I can also go to manual camera over here, and then we can just zoom in and have a look and see what's happening. These are our level 2 crawlers that we recruited. They are doing considerably more damage. You can see the sniper. He's going to one-shot a crawler every single time. But we have a lot of crawlers in this set. And there you go. We're going to take out this tower over here. Looks like, okay, this side here, our ground units did get overwhelmed. This marksman is killing our phoenixes, but now this tower is dead. His damage has been nerfed substantially. He was one-shotting my phoenixes. Now he's not. Although these crawlers over here will ultimately have the opportunity to take out this tower almost certainly. Oh, maybe, no, there they go. Nope, we got another stun. We're going to be okay. The Phoenix is slowly whittling away these crawlers, and the crawlers are doing like very little damage because of the tower stun. And there you go. We win round 1. I mean, I'm generally going to be beating the AI even on insane difficulty. Every now and again, we get a mismatch where it doesn't work. So the next thing is every round other than the first round, you get to pick a reinforcement card. So you get presented with 4 and you can pick one, or you can skip down here and you just get 50 extra bucks that turn. The very important thing, both players, or all 4 players if you're doing something like a 2v2, see exactly the same reinforcement cards. So my opponent is going to get to look at these and be picking one. So not only do I have to think about what's most useful for me, what might my opponent pick? And is that going to affect my pick, or at least, you know, do I want to take things into account? So Fangs are one of the type of units. They're, yeah, sort of Space Marine-y, sort of ground troops with ranged attacks. So this would be the Assault Fang. It would reduce their range, but increase their damage by 40%, increase their speed by 3%. I'm a big fan, usually, of anything that somehow improves one of the ground units. Some are literally called, like, improved whatever, and it tends to make them more expensive but more powerful. I do tend to like those. Conversely, sometimes you get these mass-produced versions. So these are cheaper. Overlords normally cost 400. This would reduce the cost by 100, which is substantial, but decreases their range, attack, and hit points. Personally, I don't tend to care for these, but maybe it's an important part to certain strategies, especially at certain times. Because it does, I mean, this will let you recruit more Overlords than you'd normally have. So maybe. We also get these sort of spells. That I think of them as spells. I can't remember what they call them in the game. But this is a missile strike, so I can target it in a specific area. It'll land, deal 3,000 damage, splash damage, and it's got a cooldown of 2 rounds. Deployment module over here. So normally, and here's the thing we're going to see in just a second here. Normally, you can only place your units, position your units on the round you purchase the units. After that, from every subsequent round, they are stuck in that position. Deployment module, we can add this as an item you equip to a unit. That unit we can then move for free every single round, so it gives us positional advantage. Flying units have upgrades as well that give them the ability to be repositioned. All 3 flying units, the Wasps, the Phoenixes, and the Overlords, can have a tech upgrade that makes them move around every round. I'm not planning on deploying Fangs. I might do Overlords, but, you know, I don't know if I'd want a cheaper one. I'll live without the deployment module. Let's just get a Missile Strike. Or we could skip, but Missile Strike will give us some flexibility. So we've got our ability over here on the side. It's very easy for us to, like, decide we're done for the round, hit end deployment, and then realize we've forgotten to do our spells. Now, the Missile Strikes, most of these do have a period of time before they land. So if you're going to use them, you're kind of going to want to, like, lead things a little bit. To try to catch things somewhere ahead. Now, I don't have to use it this round. I could just wait, because it would put it on cooldown. But what I think I'm going to do, because we know we got pressured a little on this side, I'm going to try to catch these crawlers. So I'm going to look at dropping a missile somewhere here. Are we going to hit? I don't know. Maybe? I think so. Just depends on what the missile landing time, and I don't know exactly. The crawlers are pretty speedy as well, so we'll see. No, it cannot snipe a tower. These abilities cannot damage towers, which is really good because otherwise you would just always target the towers every single time. But that, yeah. So, all right, we do have some money. Now, in addition to recruiting, we can also go and do some tech upgrades on our units. Now, your units will level up. Every time they participate in killing an enemy unit, they gain a little bit of experience. We can actually see some interesting stats for units down here. Right? Total damage. Total kills. None of my units got enough XP to level up this round. We'd see a little up arrow on them. And then when we clicked on it, we would get a pop-up over here. You can see here we're currently level 1. Oh, there's our unit. We're 6 XP short of being able to level up this crawler unit here to level 2. But in addition to that, we also have technology unlocks we can do. Now, if let's say this crawler here had gained enough XP to level up, it would level up this specific crawler. And like this one here, again, we recruited it at level 2 because that's our ability over here. And actually we can compare the stats. You can see the hit points. This is each individual crawler here. 500 hit points versus 260, 131 damage versus 262 damage. You can see it about doubles all these numbers all the time. So leveling up is quite good. But yeah, in addition to that, we've got the tech. Now, if you do a tech unlock, it unlocks this tech for every single unit of that type on your side. So for example, let's say I'm going to go ahead and click this replicate ability. So now when my crawlers kill units, it will spawn more crawlers. The amount of crawlers that it spawns depend on the hit points in the enemy. So kill a big enemy, you get more crawlers. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And you can see we got the icon pop up on all our crawlers, and there's still a little floating icon on these to indicate the upgrade. So all my crawlers will now spawn more crawlers. And with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and invest in another group of crawlers. Now, I'm hoping that we nuke this one. So I'm going to go ahead and deploy a little bit more muscle over here on the right-hand side. I'll keep everyone kind of in line. These red arrows are a preview of where the units will move to, which is good. $100, I don't have enough to recruit anyone else. I don't have enough to unlock any more tech. It's all going to be too expensive. By the way, when you unlock a tech on a unit, the other tech on that unit increases in cost by, I think it was 200. I should unlock another unit type, if I get the opportunity. Although, what I might be looking for is maybe going to Overlords, which would cost 200, which I can't afford. So what I think I'm going to do instead, I'm going to click on the Research Center, and I'm going to buy one of these permanent upgrades, either 20% or 15% more hit points or 10% more damage. I don't know, we'll go damage. We'll probably get the other one afterwards. So let's go ahead and end deployment. Round 2. Oh, yeah, we're getting missiled over here. I did kill those crawlers, but I did take a lot of damage over here at this side, which is unfortunate. Okay, these units here have got an interesting upgrade. My opponent, they've got the health link. So now any damage that gets applied to one of these units gets split between all the units in the nearby group. So you end up having to do enough damage to kill all of them before any of them die. It's an excellent upgrade, and it did a great job over here. I think we're going to lose both our towers back to back. That should be okay, though. I think we're going to be fine. That's a little annoying that we're going to lose our phoenixes. Anyway, the second tower goes now. But it's going to be fine. We've got 1 billion crawlers, possibly because they keep replicating. That's going to help. The wear off, you can see the sparking all over us. That debuff is about to wear off. There it goes. We're now doing full damage, and we're about to crush this tower. Good, 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 good. Well, I did say, you know what? What I should have done is done another 0 cost unlock. The thing is, I kind of didn't. I'm not expecting that I'm going to need any, but I really should have. 100%. I should have just done another free unlock because there was literally no reason not to. Okay, so Incendiary Bomb, another one of these sort of spells. Heavy Armor and Anti-Interference Module. These are more items that you could equip on a unit, and then there's Strike Specialist. Now, one thing you can do is when you deploy a new unit, in addition to your own battlefield here, you can deploy units on the flanks of the enemy. Now, the first round that a unit gets deployed on the flank, it's teleporting in. It takes 10 seconds to come in, at which point it doesn't attack, it doesn't move, it has no tech active, and it's got reduced hit points as it's warping in. So they're super vulnerable in that turn. From subsequent turns, they appear immediately and they start there at the thing. The Strike Specialist upgrade reduces the teleportation time by 50%. It is quite nice if you're planning sneaky moves, and we've got to think maybe the AI will grab this. I suspect the AI will probably grab the Incendiary Bomb because it's pretty good. Sometimes players don't have anything on their flanks. And in this case, actually, over here, there's just crawlers. If I were to deploy planes over here, we wouldn't have to worry about being shot down on either side. That's incredibly tempting. Oh, yes, and as Demonac explained, once a unit locks on to a target, it will keep attacking that target until it's dead, generally speaking. There's whole things with like the aggro mechanics and like if you can somehow like lead things with sacrificial units, it'll keep them busy and all kinds of different jazz. Yeah, is a part of it. Maybe tell you what, I suspect the AI will demonstrate the Incendiary Bomb to us. So I'm going to take Strike Specialist and we'll plan a move over there. And I'm going to go ahead and unlock Wasps. So Wasps are groups of flying units like this. Now I could have just deployed some Phoenixes or something, but we'll go ahead with this. So these Wasps, again, they'll take 5 seconds, normally 10, but they'll take 5 seconds for us to warp in, and they would be vulnerable to anything with anti-air. These crawlers don't have anti-air, so they won't do it. If my opponent decides to deploy another marksman over here, or worse yet, Fangs or Mustangs or something like that, they're going to obliterate my Wasp the first round. But we'll go ahead and do that. Now, we do have some upgrades going. I think that's a good idea. So I think my crawlers especially, I'm going to make sure to keep upgrading them because we've already invested in upgrade. We've got, so we'll do that. And we've got so many crawlers, there's a good chance that we might go and get some more of these techs as well. So let's go ahead and do that. And what I'll do is I'll spend my 100 upgrading my Phoenix here, and then I'll spend my last 100 on the research center. So we've got the 15% extra HP, because why not? Why so far back won't the crawlers have to move forward by the time they're warped in? Here's the thing. I would be so happy if the crawlers were so fast that they would be out of range of the wasps. Because what I really want the wasps to do is go and ninja the tower. That's what I want my wasps to do. I suspect that the crawlers will be close enough that my wasps will still try to engage them, but we'll see. But Phoenix on the other side would be pretty cool too. That's true. Oh, see, I'm being flanked over here. Oh, you know what? He might have gone. He might have gone the specialist as well. He might have done the same thing I did. So some of my wasps are trying to chase these crawlers, which is annoying. 4 wasps are going for this sniper and take it out, and then they'll go and take the tower. Although I lost my tower here, which is frustrating. What we're gonna need is some counters to these steel balls. Oh, they haven't leveled up in the armor. Best counter to steel balls, I think, is probably a melting point. Now, you want to avoid having too much diversity in your army because you really want to stack as many copies of similar units as you can so that you can maximize the techs that you do. But sometimes you do need to look at specific counters. It's a very rock, paper, scissors kind of game. And the fact that once units are deployed, they can't be moved again, leads to so much strategy. You know what your opponent's formation was last turn. You don't know what's going to be the turn after this one, but you're trying to move those things. Yeah, you still want combined arm menace. Yeah, you don't want an army that's just like monotype, because that would be bad because they could just be countered. Now, of course, the AI here, not as countery as a player would be. You get cheaper marksmen. We can get increased range on stormcallers. Those are long-range artillery guns. The hacker unit's interesting. It actually mind controls units. Photon emission is a big AoE on our own units that gives them protection from damage, which is actually very nice. So this plan worked out. What I could do is load more units here. I could do a second snipe over here. I still like the idea of the Phoenixes, or the Wasps generously. Maybe just Phoenixes would have been fine. Actually, it's pros and cons. And again, if these steel balls get upgrades, luckily they haven't. They keep getting killed before they get too many kills. If they start upgrading, get a lot more health, and especially if they get given the energy absorption thing, which lets them self-heal, they can be very tough to kill with the link thing. And then we'd need a melting point, but I think we're okay. The cheaper marksmen are super cheap. Oh yeah, I haven't run 2 per turn. I don't think we've got any in this marksmen, which are these units here, are some of my favorite units, but I don't think we'd be deploying marksmen over here. They don't counter these crawlers at all, and they're not going to do that well against these steel balls. And again, we have our Phoenixes acting as that. Probably I'm going to want to give the Phoenixes at the very least a range upgrade, but maybe not yet. I've only got two flocks of Phoenixes. What I'm actually wondering about is just deploying some more crawlers over here to counter these crawlers and give them some more upgrades. I could also deploy an arc light over here. Arc lights are great at killing groups of units, but I haven't actually deployed any right now, and so I'm probably less eager to give them some upgrades. A Rhino or a Vulcan? Oh, great. I forgot I still have this going on. You know, I'll grab Photon Emission. A Rhino or a Vulcan, or big flamethrower unit over here, would be great at countering these. But they would get obliterated by these steel balls. I think we're going to make a move into Overlords, which are really, really quite good. Unfortunately, I won't be able to afford them this turn, which is annoying. Normally, I would be able to right now, because normally they would cost 400, but because they're coming in at level 2, they're going to cost 600. Well, you know what? I'll take this opportunity to showcase an ability at the command center here that's quite cool. This button over here, Rapid Supply, gives you an additional 200 supply this turn. You'll get 300 less next turn, so you net loss of 100, but sometimes getting the extra injection immediately is very nice. So Overlords tend to be pretty game-defining units over here. They do fly. They do huge amounts of ground damage. You can see here they hit for 7,800. Well, sorry, this is my level 2. They do hit for a lot, and they have splash damage. They have a splash range of 7.5 meters, and so they're quite good at that. What I'm going to do is pull back over here. This isn't actually going to be in range of these yet. Maybe a little closer. This is the range. Although at some point I will be giving it increased range.
Chocolate.
Maybe I will do this. The problem is shooting these crawlers is, again, they'll fire and sometimes it'll miss because the crawlers move so quickly. Whiskey and chocolate, hey, thank fuck. Appreciate it. So, yeah, we're just going to play the... Actually, the other thing I could do... Hold on, maybe I should just show off the sentry missiles. That's going to obliterate these guys. You know what, let's do that. I might have to do it every round. I will still leave the Overlord here. I think that's going to be a fine position for it going forward. So, I've still got 50 left. Oh, let's use it to upgrade these guys over here. Excellent. All right, so at the start of battle, watch what's going to happen with this sentry missile. Pew! Okay, we didn't actually see the crawlers die because they were in subterranean mode, but that sentry missile killed every single one of those crawlers in one shot for 50 bucks. The sentry missiles deal 5,000 damage, which is quite a lot. Did we get sniped here immediately? Oh, dang. Ah, they flanked us some more. I think we're still going to be okay. Now, as long as the marksmen don't start to focus my Overlord, that's going to be very important. That's going to be very important. We're getting sniped down over here, which is bad. Okay, that's been killed. Marksman is shooting my Overlord now. Oh, no, I've got the Phoenixes in front. Although, no, it is locked onto the Overlord. But that's okay, we had enough damage. We're going to lose another group of things over here, but we should be fine. Oh, no, never mind. These marksmen are here, and we've got the stun state from the tower loss, so we're taking hugely increased damage. Yeah, that's poor. Can't change your starting position once you have them set. Yeah, you can move them around, they get hired, but that's it. Again, however, there are a couple of things you can do. Sometimes you get offered a ability over here that lets you move 1 unit per round. And flying units usually have upgrades to jump drive, which does let them move every single round. I do have 2 abilities. Oh, I didn't actually use my photon emissions. So skill specialist might be a good purchase here because I do have a couple abilities. On the other hand, laser sight's pretty appealing. More range, more better. Oh, decrease the cost of recruiting giant units by 50. Let's do this. Because it'll basically pay for itself instantly when I buy 1 Overlord. Which I'm going to do. Take out these 2 snipers, especially since they're likely going to be upgraded this turn. I'm going to put photon coating on all these units over here. I'm going to deploy another sentry missile over there. Oh, that's true. I could have skipped for plus 50. You're right. So it takes 2 unit purchases to come out ahead. Yeah, let's upgrade you. Spells are deployed. Excellent. So photon coating lasts for 16 seconds and makes all these units take about half damage, which is kind of nice. See, I really need these units to not chase that. That's really screwing with me. I might have to deploy something else here, maybe even my own crawlers, just to keep these crawlers pinned down or something. These steel balls come in and do this immediately. I need to get some more ground cover. Mostly just to keep units busy. I don't need more stuff to kill units. I just need more stuff to keep units busy. I think we're going to lose this round as well. But it's hopefully okay. We'll adapt. I might be trying to showcase too many little oddball things and not actually focusing on the fundamentals. Yeah, crawlers, yes. Units that are ground only, they just completely ignore air units. If everything has been killed, the ground units will move to the closest unit that exists, period. Which is just great from the point of view of, like, making the combat now last forever. See, my Overlord is busy killing whatever's closest rather than finishing off these marksmen, which would be fantastic. We'll take a little more damage here. Oh, there's some good stuff here. We're not going to go Rage Rhino because we don't have any, but this is quite nice. Constant Repair is also pretty good. I'm just wondering about Senior... I don't know if really we even need Senior Specialist. The Amplifying Core... is only on 1 unit, but it also increases their hit points, which is really nice. I think what we need is we do need some more ground cover over here. Anyway, I'm going to grab the amplifying core just to say, and I think I am going to put it on this unit here. And we're going to spend on some upgrades. We're going to give our Overlord more range, and it's going to constantly spawn Wasp. That's going to be really good. Wasp, I mean, I'm keen on in general, but also what these Wasps will do is they will distract like these marksmen and stuff, because they'll mostly attack the Wasps rather than anything else. I'm going to get a couple more crawlers to keep ground units busy, because we keep getting sort of overwhelmed here. And okay, these are going to be sacrificial. But these guys will be pulled here, and then they'll be killed by the Wasps. And the Wasps won't just be, like, walking down here constantly. And eventually, the Wasp will kill these things, hopefully quickly enough. I don't know, hopefully. And then we'll go and kill this tower. So all the money. So yeah, I may as well click to unlock some free unit, even though I'm not really planning on deploying any of these. But I guess it doesn't hurt. I would have liked to have missiled more here, but we should be okay. So yeah, my warping in ones are going to die this round. Well, they didn't die instantly, which is nice. And yeah, the sniper's in range too, which is a little annoying. Oh, he deployed a fortress. Big, huge tanky boy. Yeah, we don't have enough ground cover over here either. Like, we still have plenty of flyers, but then these things don't shoot up. This can be a vulnerability in these situations when you have a lot of flying units. We have all these, like, only anti-ground, which includes this fortress, and like they're able to take out these towers a little too fast. I'm still thinking more crawlers over here, or do we invest in our own fortresses? Do we invest in melting points? We're gonna lose another. Hopefully we don't die. It'll be damn embarrassing when I lose to the AI. I did like 5 practice games right before the stream against the insane AI and beat them every time. And by the way, normally a match in this, like 10 minutes. Takes like no time. Obviously we're going a lot slower here because we're having discussions. I think it's a little late for orbital bombardment. But I think we will do a shield airdrop. These things will rip apart our shields. Maybe just over here to protect this. And yeah, what I'm thinking is we get some extra crawlers to cover the ground over here, and then just invest in some upgrades. Subterranean Blitz for reduced damage. Probably okay. And yeah, we just need some raw extra numbers. Yeah, that's not a bad point. We could go with acid just to sacrifice the ground. Do an extra purchase of units this turn. Yeah, we just need to not lose these towers. And then we've got overwhelming force. And they don't really have ground splash damage going on. So just mass crawlers should do a pretty good job. Deploy a shield over here. Or a nuke. You know what? Hold on. I'll still just nuke that group over there. The shields will get taken down basically instant by the steel balls. Maybe I'll still drop a little shield over here. Upgrade you. All right. Boom. Okay, they got more reinforcements over here with crawlers. Let's get. They do have acidic crawlers. So when their crawlers die, they leave this pool of acid that deals a percentage hit point over time. And it does deal it to both sides. So you got to be really careful when you deploy that stuff. It's mostly good for dealing with, see over here again, get in position. No, we still lose this tower so fast from just a few random stray crawlers. See, and over here too. Like, we're going to kill all this stuff, but they will take another tower out before that happens. Yeah, may have just made some poor choices. I'm wondering about... I don't really think we're going Vulcans. Because the Vulcans will do nothing to the crawlers. I'm thinking what we do is we go melting points. My Overlord could easily kill these snipers, but it's not targeting the snipers right now. We're not going to die here. They're not being left with a lot of stuff. They're not doing huge damage. The amount of damage you take is based on the cost of unit and things. Like, one surviving Overlord will do 400 points of damage. Yes? Yes. We're going to want to give them the range upgrade. Right now, they're going to start out of range, but that's going to be okay. These melting points are actually surprisingly quick with their... Oh, no, sorry. Movement speed is 6. I'm getting confused with something else. So, no, sorry. They are very slow. I'm okay with them being in front, just because my crawlers will be so fast. Loads love. Yeah, I know. Oh, I didn't drop my missile on anyone. Dang it. Alright, so melting points work like steel balls, where they get a laser lock on, and the damage gets more powerful over time. So it's going to make them ideal to kill the linked steel balls. It's also going to be amazing for killing these fortresses. There you go. Turn to engage. Ah, shit, these crawlers are annoying, though. Now, the Overlord will kill the crawlers fairly decently.
Pay attention, there's a new subscriber.
Ah, there's still too much. Maybe I should have invested in a bunch of arc lights. These are really high-level crawlers at this point. I know that one says 1, but there you go, level 4. Maybe we do more backline jumping. Boy, a frac ton more wasps in the back? Oh, maybe. Yeah, I think I got too excited to show off a variety of units and try out some, like, non-optimal things. It's a shame. We'll do better next time. We're gonna take a lot of damage this time because of these fortresses. Tons of damage. We might get fatalized. We did kill some extras, so that's good. I mean, we're very similar on HP. If we can javelin these guys, that would be the ideal. This does huge damage. Incendiary bomb is good for burning a lot of things. It actually, the incendiary bomb would be really good for taking out some of this. I kind of want an orbital javelin, though. Now, again, it has a landing time. But these things luckily move fairly slowly. I think that will hit those. The rod from God. Yep. Mustangs. You know what I'm thinking? Overlord and some wasps back here. And it'll take them a little bit of time to warp in the first time. These Mustangs, the Mustangs theoretically are going to move forward right now, which is great. And nothing here shoots up, so they'll probably just move. Maybe we can go and do this. We could do the multi-beam thing with diffraction. That's true. Well, I think first what I want to do is I want to make sure that these guys get a range increase. And they can start firing these things instantly. Did they did the tungsten rod over here? Just to kill my crawlers? Wow. Okay. Alright, the back attack here is going to work. So we're going to snipe their tower very early. And so far, none of our towers are vulnerable. Actually, yeah, even without the tower swipe, everything is going fine here. We had nothing left on the ground. We're going to clean up the rest of this really easily now. I think I'm regretting not grabbing some arc lights earlier on to counter their crawler game. Oh, that's a lot of crawlers. We're still going to lose this tower here. I mean, Overlord does decent splash. We really want this Overlord to live to go and kill these things. But, oh, there we go. We're going to swoop in. We're not even going to lose the tower this time. Why not level things up? Because it costs money. I got to choose what I'm spending my money on. Between recruiting units, unlocking tech, and leveling up units, it's a hard choice to make. Yeah, most of my games against the AI last 5 or 6 rounds. This is crazy. Ooh, we can cast an extra battleship. That's actually really good. I like that. Also, at this point, leveling up the crawlers, I'm not sure that it would really give them sustain. It might give them enough. Yeah, I've never even done tech upgrades on my wasp, which would be nice. Ground cannons. These are artillery. The only downside, I don't know if this Overlord artillery has splash. So this adds a couple of ground cannons to the Overlords. Attack every 3 seconds, deal 12,000 damage. Increase in damage based on their level up. They're great single target damage, but I don't know that they do splash. So I'm not sure that that's worthwhile. I'm wondering about the asset upgrade, though. Might be a good round for the upgrades here. I'm not worried about the linked HP because that's really what the melting points are here for. All right, let's commit. We'll get Mechanical Rage on our crawlers. And we'll go ahead and dump more upgrades into these guys. Mechanical Rage makes them move faster and attack faster. They actually do quite a lot that way. I think we're getting a lot of value out of these missiles to keep the enemy crawler count under control. Maybe hit that Mustang as well. I'm going to deploy extra fortresses over here. You know, I think that's just begging for either more crawlers or maybe phoenixes. Did he sell this marksman over here? Or maybe this marksman was always crawling. Okay, it's this marksman carrying over. You're right. We are auto-spawning wasps over here from the Overlord, so wasp tech would be kind of nice. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the wasp energy shield. So energy shield gives units a shield that's got equal hit points to their own. Now, wasps don't have a lot of hit points, so doubling their hit points feels like it shouldn't do that much, but it guarantees that they can't be one-shot. No matter what, the energy shield will always block one shot, which means now the sniper needs 2 hits to kill a wasp. They do have the double shot upgrade, though, actually, so don't think it matters in this case. I'm not sure, but I basically spent all my money anyway, which I'm fine with. There's a... Oh, you. There we go. Oh, did I not do... Oh, I didn't do my, my sentry missiles. That's actually something I'm not sure about. I'm not sure if the double tap changes targets in between. It actually may, in which case it would be useful, because it would double tap one wasp instead of shot another. I don't know. We are going to mobilize a battleship here before I forget to use my spells. And yeah, hopefully far enough. Yeah, there we go. I want it to spawn behind my wasp so that this guy here is shooting my wasp instead of the battleship. All right. Yeah, I should probably test the double tap and see how it goes. Oh, they missiled me over here. Yeah, so that's not making things look much better. But we did do a lot of damage to some things. We're still going to get the shield back here. There you go. Shield went down. My unit's moving forward. They got a very slow-moving fortress, but yeah, this laser beam from here... Oh, this thing... I'm standing in acid. Ah. Like, how is my Overlord... Or my melting point dying? Acid. Has a lot of fortresses. They've got personal force fields around them. The important thing is, do they have anything left that shoots up? Oh, they do have some marksmen, which will be protected by the shields. But the range on the Overlord is going to help a lot here. The spawning wasp is hopefully going to draw the attention of the marksman, while we use air superiority to finish these guys off. We did lose the tower, which we knew was going to have to happen here. Hopefully we just have just enough wasps to keep these guys busy. No, snipe there. Oh, these guys have invested in the anti-air missiles. What the hell just killed this? Oh, these guys do have pretty good range. Oh, jeez, I didn't realize I was so close to killing them next time. Okay, we're gonna treat this as final round, which means... Ooh, there's some good upgrade options there. Oh, I hadn't noticed this either. A range specialist isn't going to do anything for my crawlers. They are pretty good for other things. You know what? I think I'm just going to get the laser sight. It's going to be cheap, and we'll just apply it to one unit. Hopefully, I'll remember to do that. Over here, so we're assuming this last round, so the rapid resupply is going to be fine. I think we'll also give all of our units an increased range boost for this round. Although maybe I could have just grabbed the other thing, but I think this is going to be okay. Get those in range. You're in range over here. Need a missile that's going to kill some of those guys. This one's not radius. Okay. Kill that group. Kill that immediately. We'll try the energy shields. You can get the electromagnetic boost thing, huh? Oh, those numbers. These are all cooldowns. Everything, all my stuff's on cooldown. Yeah. Nuke. Oh, good point. Yeah. Let's unlock the nuke. Now, this has a very long time to land. But does 70,000 damage. I wonder if this shield will just eat. It's 40,000. Even if it just knocks down these shields, I suppose that's not the worst thing in the universe. What do you think, Demonac? Something like that? Well, this guy might move to the side before moving forward. Like this. Raidsor! Oh, thank you very much for the sushi combo! I didn't jump quite as badly this time. I apologize. Do we do the range splitting? It gives us 5 beams, but they each deal only 17% of the original damage, which all in all is quite a lot less. Oh, you know what? Let's do electromagnetic barrage. This turns off enemy tech.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Holy crap. Nick, thank you very much. Sergeant Quill, we found 20,000 pennies through at the enemy. Get the railgun! Seriously, been one of my fave content creators for years, and I think I've chatted more through donations than chat. Want to say thanks and wish everyone the best. Thank you very much, Nick. Holy cow. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what to say for that. Thank you. I mean, yeah, I get to play a game I like a lot today, get sponsored for it, get sushi sent to me, and get a very, very generous donation. Thank you. Maybe MP just south of the left tower. MP? Melting point. Yeah. Yeah, you may be right. Yeah, I think I kind of do dig that. I've already got the cash injection. I don't know if I need the speed boost or range boost. I often like to do that the last round. You can also get yourself an extra squad purchase or more rank to the squads, which is quite decent in context. I don't think I'm going to upgrade these crawlers. Well, I might with the extra money, because I don't think more missiles is really going to do much for us. I don't know if more shields... more shields might be useful. Just one there. Probably just that. Bits? Oh, I've already giving a gift sub to Nick. Thank you. I know I'm really hesitating, but I'm really worried about this round. Normally you don't get as much time to think, so you don't have this much time to panic either, which might be a good thing. I think I'm going to upgrade you. And then, yeah, we'll just spend the rest. I'll upgrade you. And you. All right, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Let's watch the glorious nuke. Let's hope it's a glorious nuke. It does take a while for it to land. Do good, do good. Takes a long time. Okay, we wiped out this side. Oh my god, that's so much slower than I thought. There we go. That didn't do anywhere as much as I would hope. None of these shields are still even intact. Some of them got knocked down, but the bots are still alive. Yeah, that nuke did not work out there. Yeah, they still got some crawlers drop some acid over here. That's like one crawler managed to get over here and basically kill that melting point. I'm happy I still have this melting point. That's going to be huge. Try not to work through the acid. Melting points, I don't want you to melt. Yeah, we're going to lose this tower here. It's kind of an inopportune time. Would have been better if we'd lost it while more of our units were further away. We might lose to sort of timing here. Interestingly enough, the melting points, other than the fact that they are going to take increased damage while it's going on, aren't as affected so much from the tower thing. Now we're going to lose. Oh, no! Yeah, I think the overlapping shields really did a lot. I very rarely use the nuke, but in our multiplayer session, I can't believe I lost that. I'm so salty. I'm so salty. Just because I know we're going to talk a lot, we'll play against the AI again. Dang. All right, over here. Mustangs are awesome. What are we up against? Enemy crawlers, storm callers. The storm callers are great splash damage. They will rip apart my thing when they get in close, but it is mostly going to work out okay. Mostly it's the... Yeah, it's actually going to be fine because my crawlers are going to take aggro from the storm callers, which are going to miss them a lot. And the rest of my units are going to be okay. We do have the ability to unlock all giant units for free right now, which is good. We're going to go ahead and get ready to unlock the Overlord, and we're going to spend to get a boost to that immediately. That's going to be our first round. All right, go. Go, 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 go. All right, spread out. What do you get? Some fangs. That's going to be fine. I don't care too much about those. Although the annoying thing will be when these stormcallers get in range of the Mustang. Actually, this is a little annoying because what actually happened here is they targeted the crawlers and then the Mustangs got hit. What we're actually going to do next turn, I think, is we're going to upgrade our crawlers to move faster, so they'll be a little more split up, which should increase the chance that we just survive the stormcaller attacks over here. Although it still looks like we're going to do kind of decently okay. Now I'm playing angry. Rage is going to happen. There we go. Okay, good. Nope. Skip. I'm going to give the crawlers the subterranean blitz, which increases their speed as well as going underground where they take less damage. I'm also going to put this thing over on the side and a little further ahead. It'll draw some aggro. I'll also give these my crawlers mechanical rage next time we get enough money for it. So, oh, I should have unlocked another unit. You had your wallet. As a reminder, this is a sponsored live stream, but if you are interested in picking up this game, oh, they upgraded so that they leave fire behind. Okay, that's actually going to be real bad for me. I think what we actually do is we return to plan deploying Overlord, because they got fangs that shoot up, but the fangs are going to get obliterated by Overlords. And we might... I'm wondering about heavy flank over here. I think I kind of like that vibe. What's still alive? There we go. I say, we're about to finish. Ooh. I love crawlers. I need to... You know what? Let's make sure. Well, do I? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, if nothing else, I'm going to want to be able to buy 2 right away so that they're not vulnerable to being attacked in the air for 2 rounds in a row. Yeah, those are just crawlers. Good. Good. 50 left. A missile pack or some unit upgrades? Oh yeah, hold on. I got free upgrades on my crawlers. I think what we're gonna do is this. Okay. Oh, they did deploy some more fangs, so they're gonna come over here and they'll deal some damage while this is warping in, but not much. Boom. You're dead. Okay, they did upgrade their crawlers with acid. Okay, these guys are in, so they're gonna wipe out all these fangs. Oh, these groups of fangs are coming over too. That's interesting. But yeah, they're gonna get ripped apart. You know, if we're doing AI stuff, I could have showed off survival mode too. Go, Overlords, go! They're not super fast. 10 meters per second isn't bad, actually. Like, a lot of the units are sitting at 6 or 7 meters a second. These storm crawlers are 6, for example. I think we're not going to catch these crawlers, which is going to be annoying. But I mean, obviously we're going to win the combat. They don't have anything else that shoots up. Put the automatic camera back on. It's very cinematic. The survival mode is very different because it actually the enemy actually changes their composition every couple of rounds. but you get to see it in real time. Very different kind of thing. If it does time out at any point, both sides take damage for whatever units are remaining, so you can't get into a complete stalemate. I know, it does look like googly eyes. I think they're supposed to be like cybernetic lenses or something. Ooh, parasitic ammo. I think that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to equip it on this one here, so as it kills things, it's going to spawn crawlers. So if I do keep upgrading my crawlers, they'll get the benefit from it. Or by upgrading, I actually meant unlocking tech. I kind of wish that this just said, yeah. I want them to not use the word upgrade for level ups. Missiles. Or I throw some crawlers over here. So my own crawlers are getting countered kind of hard. But I think it's still important just to make sure my towers last long enough while these things are plucking everything else away. So I think I'll do this. What I really need are Mustang tech upgrades, although they are kind of vulnerable to the Stormcallers. You keep forgetting I should be unlocking something every round. Yeah, this might be a good call for rhinos. Oh, got a flank there. Oh, was that already there last round? It must have been. I was going to say, that's probably why my rhinos didn't get involved previously. Yeah. You know what? I like it. We'll get a bunch of rhinos. We'll need, because rhinos can get regeneration. Although I haven't, we haven't looked at what upgrades the rhinos have, and we can customize those in between matches. Oh yeah, we still have all these crawlers here too. Okay, yeah, an absolute raffle stomp this time. Oh, you can zoom in here. I can switch back to the manual camera. I was using the cinematic mode, and then we can zoom in quite a lot, actually. And you just look cool, and when you give them upgrades, they actually do show up cosmetically. This ring on the Overlords, I believe, is what you get when you give them the... the ring changes when you give them the ability to spawn wasps, I'm pretty sure. You know what? We didn't get to see a Vulcan last time, and a Vulcan summoning would actually work pretty well here. Now, I can drop it in behind, which actually still seems like a good idea. No, I'm going to drop it here. Takes a second to drop in. We'll do that, get the Vulcan, take out those crawlers. That's going to be good. These units are ready for upgrades. What I think I need is I actually do need these guys to have wasps, so that if they do deploy things that shoot up, the wasps will take the hits. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. I think I will go and make sure... Well, I don't know what I'm going to upgrade, or unlock, but I'm going to make sure that we do. You'll take care of that, which is good. Nothing flanking over here that we know of currently. I don't have any marksmen yet. So we're gonna need something with snipe. Either marksman or the phoenixes. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just unlock the marksman because it's free, and that'll be my one unlock for the turn. I need to get my Mustangs have a range upgrade here. Free upgrades. It's quite nice because the upgraded crawlers are more likely to get more kills, which means they'll get more experience, which means they'll be able to level up some more, etc., etc. I do have enough money for a missile. I don't know if I need one. All right, so they're still not hard countering our arrow here, which is good. All right. Oh, they did get the Vulcan as well. Our Vulcan's just going to spray fire over everything here. Very sexy. Also spray fire over everything here, which is going to be less sexy for us. All right. Tower 1 goes. We don't have a lot left over here. Well, it's actually going to be okay. This Vulcan should do a good bit of damage against these crawlers and maybe even aggro them. And then as long as these two keep each other busy, it's going to be okay. Vulcans don't do a lot of damage to big units. I mean, money does carry over, but I think I'm happy I used the missile. These guys are just going to get each other slightly toasty, and that's about all that's going to happen. The rockets here will do a lot more damage. So, almost certainly we'll lose this tower, but it's not going to matter. Your way of calling Vulcan less sexy, maybe call it Axe? Yeah, we'll do a round against humans after this, maybe. And then we'll see how badly we get spanked. I was doing pretty good previously against humans. Definitely a winning record. But then every now and again I would run into someone who would just wipe the floor with me instantly. And I'm like, I don't understand what's happening. Now, one thing here is because we're playing on the AI is getting considerably more raw resources than we are. I love the deployment specialist. Extra deployable unit every round is substantial. The acid blat's pretty good. What's interesting about this is it lasts for 2 rounds. So you spray it round 1, and then round 2 it's still there. But I love myself a deployment specialist. Oh, hello. You had a hacker there last round. Interesting. So they are definitely investing a fair bit on this flank. I think what happens is we get at least another crawler group over here. You know, hold on. Maybe we do invest in, like, rhinos and flamethrowers. The problem is we need to make sure that the rhinos or Vulcans don't get hacked. And they're bad at killing single target. Well, the hacker doesn't actually have as many hit points as I was thinking. I could put down a single marksman over here. I like it. Do we want to see rhinos or do we want more Vulcans? I guess the thing with the Vulcans is that, well, first of all, I do have the giant specialist, so I should get the Vulcan because it's free unlock. Plus, every 3rd turn, we get to summon one, so our stats carry over. Currently, an Overlord back left would crush them if you buy another crawler squad to keep the hacker busy. Oh yeah, an Overlord over here, yeah, maybe. But we'll get a Vulcan down. From max range. I want to force the crawlers to walk through here. But I think I will get an Overlord over here too. Yeah, we still have the range upgrade, but that's okay. You're gonna start, yeah, you're just gonna drop a set of damage on this thing and just obliterate it, which is gonna be fine. Actually, you know what? That's so slow. Let's do this, because he can torch this group. This group will be running up here, but then this guy, he'll still be close enough to get engaged in things. Oh, you know what? Maybe the bonus range. Yeah, let me do this. And that. Yeah. I want him to engage this squad. But then he'll easily be able to torch everything over here. That's going to be really good. Can't afford the Mustang squad upgrade. I might just save the money. Well, I'm worried about these things maybe overloading. No, that's going to be fine, too. Crawlers in right flank as well. And maybe more. Oh, yeah, over here. Yeah, it's tempting. Although, oh, no, they've got a Vulcan over here, so I don't want to deploy crawlers there. Hey, I totally knew they were going to do that. About using your link. So just for the record, I don't get anything if you do purchase from my link, but it does mean that Paradox knows that, like, hey, I'm a good channel to keep sponsoring because people clicky my link and maybe purchase games. So this, we would never be able to get away with this against a human being because a human being would have countered these things hard. Some extra marksmen or some phoenixes that start off just in range of the overlords. What I would have been forced to do is like, great, I get it for a turn and probably, you know, do a ninja, but I would have had to upgrade the jump drive and then pull these overlords out of that at some point. But the AI sort of reacts with its composition, but I mean, it is a lot to ask for position. I meant they had you on your right flank, not theirs. Oh. Yeah, we'll do some rounds after humans after this. Paradox definitely made a lot of money off me specifically because of Quill. All right. So enough with the easy stuff. No more artificial intelligence, just actual intelligence now. Or Demonac, did you want to play? Or a viewer? I mean, I guess you would get you'd be able to have vision, but that's fine. Well, if you want, Demonac, we can do the next round. I played some actually, Demonac, we could do like the survival or something. I don't know. We have some time. Okay. The Elite Specialist really screws up my purchasing thing, but I think the Mustang Crawler purchase is probably good. I will have to make sure to space them out a little bit more if these guys have missile launchers. No, they don't. Okay. Steel Balls, Crawlers. All right, that'll be interesting. But yeah, we'll stagger our stuff a little bit more. There's 2v2s as well, that's true. Heck, actually, if a bunch of you guys have it, we could host a 2v2. Unless I want to go broader here. Maybe, you know what? Maybe what I want to do is... decide to whip out some splash. Do I do an upgrade or more units? I think another round of units is actually the correct thing to do here. What I'm going to do, start on an advanced flank. We'll get the higher level ones. And we know they have crawlers. I'm wondering about a missile just so that... Nah, we'll save it. Okay. What did he do? Did he get upgrades? This person here, I think they just used one of the recommended configurations. I don't think they bought anything extra. I mean, they had one combat power. This might literally be their first game. This might literally be their first game. I'm not sure. I'm saying that now and I'm going to lose. But based on what happened this round, and that I can't perceive any purchases... Unlock unit, of course. Why would I ever remember to unlock a unit? Cheaper arc lights. Redeployment. No, we're going to go subsidized marksman. Because I was going to say, what I'm probably going to do no matter what is unlock marksman. Because it does give us some cool options. The fact that they're cheaper is insane. Now, I don't know if I need them this round. So I'm thinking of maybe just doing some upgrades. I don't really need the underground burrowing here. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to get replicate. And that does let me afford a couple of marksmen, which seems like a pretty good idea. Marksmen are quite slow, so I'm going to want them a little closer to the front. We'll get those deployment backs, buy cheap marks and upgrades. Right, which is what I did. Hey, cool. Oh, sniping from the side, take down the towers. That is interesting, but snipers are pretty vulnerable. I'm not usually comfortable putting snipers on the side because it is hard to keep them alive. Okay, my opponent did buy arc lights, which are great counter. Oh, very upgraded arc lights. Arc lights are great counters to pack units because they do come with a splash damage, as you can see here. They also gave them range. They also gave their arc lights armor, which means really the only thing that's going to be killing these arc lights are going to be snipers. My Mustangs, which are great units, aren't going to do much damage over there. I am happy we've got a tier 2 snipers, and we still got our crawlers over here. They've also spawned a bunch more crawlers, which is nice. Okay. Unexpected asymmetry in the design is really good. That is very true. Aerial Specialist Airship Drop. Well, they don't have anything that shoots up yet. So it feels like I should get this. Now, what is my opponent going to grab? They might grab this as well. Intensive Training's fun. Shield Airdrop's pretty good. I'm going to sort of maybe expect they'll also go air. So yeah, we can get free air upgrades right now. Unlocks, which I feel we're just going to go straight for the Overlords. Although, shit. I've got the Elite thing, so my Overlords cost 600 instead of 400, so I can't buy one this turn. Still, I think unlocking it is correct. I could get the cash injection, but I'm actually wondering if Surprise Overlord is going to be better. What I think I'm going to do is actually just put down some extra marksmen right now. More cheap mark upgrades, says Demonek. That is what I'm thinking. Probably I'll just go with increased range here, although that's not going to help these crawlers. Did we just drop some acid? Sorry, did we put acid on our crawlers? Or maybe just mechanical rage. Move faster, attack faster. Yeah, let me do that and get another mark. Does feel weird not to get 2 and upgrade those. But yeah, I really want my crawlers to be able to quickly engage their crawlers and just take them out of the picture. Okay, we are going to get missiled here. Shit, that kill my marksman. I was like, I hope my marksman out of range by the time that hits. That's one problem. A lot of players actually that were better than me, I saw deploy quite deeply in here, and I think to help reduce the chance of some of these missile snipes. That was actually incredibly painful. That was real bad. Real bad. But this turn we deploy the double overlords. It'll cost 600. We're going to round 6 or round 4, so it'll be 800 plus the 200. No, it's still not double. Although overlords with the amplifying core. I'm actually thinking maybe aerial bombardment. I do have Mustangs. We could go cheaper Mustangs. But the Mustangs aren't going to do anything to these things anymore. Or sorry, doesn't do anything to this, and if they do a similar sort of defensive upgrade there. Let's aerial bombardment. Cover some possible flanks. You got the nano repair kit. Don't get missiled. Oh, unlocks. God, every time. And I know what you're supposed to do. I can give great advice. Following said advice is difficult. There's my missile bombardment over here. No need to unlock, but I should have done a free unlock because I can. I've got the aerial X specialist or whatever, so I could have unlocked more aerial units. Oh, what a cheeky little move back here. Oh, ho, ho. Now we can counter this with just some more marksmen. The other thing we could do is deploy some phoenixes. But I think it's a time we give the range increase to marksman and drop a couple marksmen back here that'll start in range of this overlord, and it's just going to get melted. Now at some point they'll probably give him the jump drive. Oh, this one got the nano upgrade as well. Look at that cheeky little move. Underground threat is fun. Summons a bunch of crawlers and can mess with people. We can just drop it back here and probably get a snipe on a tower. I also like the tech specialist because it pays for itself fairly quickly, but yeah. We're gonna do this. I want it kind of as far back as possible just because. These guys might turn an aggro here, but they'll get obliterated by that, so that's gonna be fine. Range enhancement. Just to say, let's go ahead and unlock the wasps so I don't forget. But what I'm going to do here... Well, actually, wasps starting in point-blank range of this thing will tear it apart. The overlord's a pretty good counter to wasp because of splash damage. But the nice thing about using wasp for this is that they move their overlord. We can jump drive our wasps later. Oh, I don't know. They're both good ways to go. Marksman, start just in range of this thing. I wonder if it has to be in the midpoint. Maybe I should go ahead and step forward one more. Let's keep them spread in case they upgrade with plus range, because they do splash. But that should rip those guys apart pretty good. Oh, I'm out of time. Dang. Oh, here's something crawlers from behind. Well, that's going to be pretty effective, actually. Okay, marksmen are going to finish this. There you go. Good. And then die to the crawlers, which is less good. My crawlers are busy over here. They'll win this, but I don't know if they'll win it as quick as I would like. Sorry, I don't know if it supports Mac or not. I was gonna say, I thought they would win this. But no. Oh, did you upgrade where when you die, you create crawlers? Oh, that's quite good. Oh, kudos, Torpedo John. Okay, well, we're not going to get the crawlers in the back again this time. Ooh, let's parasitic ammo. And drop it. I want to do Mothership, but I think I need another Overlord first. So I'm going to send another unit over here in case this person decides to overload this side. We'll be ready to go. Okay. If the Motherlode ship got the kill, we might have gotten some crawlers, but no Mac version Steam Store, okay. And yeah, unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know that info. We are getting overwhelmed here. Oh, it's gonna be bad. Army kind of wants more marksmen. I think this is a trap. The payback period for this is kind of long. Deployment specialist is awesome. Is it time for me to make a flank move myself, though? I think the answer is yes. Push that a little further. Oh yeah, the break part balls do nerf my marksmen. That's true. Because my marksmen kill the balls and then it generates crawlers, which is not great. Yeah, I think we're fine without unlocking units right now. Because the free units would, like, there's still a few free tier 1 units, but they're nothing I'm interested in getting. I've unlocked all the flying units. And unlock the Phoenixes? Maybe not, but I don't think we're going to throw them in. Go, and yeah, overwhelming force back here, which is great. And the shielded wasps are actually pretty decent tanks. Yeah, like, the unlocking units is important the first few rounds when you, like, want to get an extra level, like, tier 1 unit or something that you might use. The remaining tier 1 units are not anything I'm going to deploy this turn, and I don't have giant specialists or anything, so I'm not unlocking more giant units for free. Okay, that was a huge round. Massive damage. Nearly a kill. I don't know how full the Vulcan's going to be, actually. I think I'm going to photon coating this unit. I'm going to go all in here. Oh, they did move over here. Okay. I could go and unlock jump drive over here, but I don't know if that's going to be required. Suppose I could jump drive to flank the other side. That's true. Too late now. But that might have been a thing to do, is move this, maybe even both of these over to that side. Unit upgrades or... Yeah, I already did the get more money thing. I wonder about just another distraction thing over here. Just in time. Alright, a lot of missiles on the other side. I think they missiled here and deployed the Overlord. We should win that one. Oh, yeah, Vulcan in the back. That is nasty. We're gonna lose this tower. That's no good. Oh, okay, we killed that tower first, though, which is very important for timing. Then lost that tower immediately. So basically both sides are equally stunned here. Hopefully we can kill these guys before they kill that. Okay, stun wore off on both sides. It's a big swarm. I think we are going to lose this tower with these crawler spawns. This is bad because we're going to lose this Overlord instead of just winning this fight. Come on, wear off, wear off, wear off. Oh, you got another swarm of wasps as well, which is great news. And we still have units fighting over here, right? This is mine? Yeah, that's mine. And I think they're out of stuff that shoots up. Oh, they got sledgehammers. Did they start with sledgehammers? I think the ground cannons actually paid off quite well. And this will be a win. Yay! All right, I'm gonna host a 2v2 here. Oh, Launchpad is around. Another one of my friends. So I'm gonna create a room for 2v2s. Well, what I'm gonna do, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna invite Evil Author. We're probably gonna lose. Be ready for it. Okay, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna invite Evil Author, that's Demonac in chat. I'm leaving it on invite only for a sec. Okay, now I'm gonna remove invite only so that randos theoretically could join on the other side. I don't know if I have to do something. There, it's over here. Someone join. I've never done this. I've never opened a public room before. Alright, change of plans. We're gonna do the 2v2 survival mode. Nope, not join room. Invite survival mode. All right, so we're gonna play on normal difficulty and get wrecked. Oh, Evil Author went offline. Also, did Twitch chat just die? I just see a message in Twitch chat that says, welcome to the chat room, and then nothing has happened since. Oh, you clicked the wrong exit. Yep. Been there, done that. Normal might be too easy for you. Here's the thing. These difficulties, if I go over to solo and survival mode, these difficulties used to be called very easy, easy, normal, hard, very hard. People had a really hard time for it with it. So rather than just change the balance right now, because that's tricky to do, they just relabeled them. It is still hard. I've never beaten hard, as you can see, because you need to beat it to get somewhere else. Check chat. Welcome to the chat room. All right, let's go. All right, survival mode works completely, very differently than the normal one. Survival mode has a different set of rules. Our goal here on normal difficulty is to survive 12 rounds. The AI is going to get different composition every couple of rounds or something. Sometimes every round, they get a completely different setup on their side. We have perfect vision of them all the time. So we have perfect vision over here. We get 200 seconds of what their setup's going to be. Here's me on my side. Here's Demonac on their side. This is also what regular 2v2s look like. And there's no wall in between. Our units can cross from one to the other, but generally we control there. One of the other big differences are these little health bars. Whenever your unit... Also, we didn't get to choose our starting setup. I got randomly assigned Fangs and Rhinos here. Whenever a unit is completely wiped out, it loses a point of durability. If it ever loses all its durability, that unit is disbanded. You get 75% of its purchase cost back, but it's still pretty bad. Yet Fang's Stormcallers. Well, I think what's going to happen here... And, oh, you get a random pool of 6 units every round as well. So, that's great. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the rapid resupply, get myself an Overlord immediately, since they have nothing that can counter that. Wish I could deploy on the flank, but you're not allowed to deploy on the flank the first round. Rhinos move at a 16. They're fast. Fangs are really slow. Fangs are going to get obliterated by the Stormcallers. We kind of need the Rhinos to engage the Stormcallers as quickly as possible. Ideally without getting caught up in those, but that might not work out. And yeah, the Fangs are slowly going to move forward. They're really slow. I don't want to put them too far forward because they're just going to get obliterated. Maybe what we do is we'll put you here and just have you hope to kind of just generally survive. $100 isn't going to be enough for another upgrade. I could purchase another unit. You know what? Let's get an arc light. It's another like splash damage dealer. We're going to deploy very, very forward here. Okay, that's all my money. I think I'm okay with the positioning. Let's go. Did you get Rhino plus arc light? So you got all ground splash damage. Oh, you did the quick buy thing for an Overlord as well. Although he's facing wasps. Now these Fangs can shoot up, but yeah, I'm not worried. Oh, these crawlers came over from Demonac's side over to me. That's funny. There's a fun upgrade you can get on Rhinos when they die. They explode and deal AoE damage around them. They will damage friendly units, but they do a lot of damage, and the kills they get from Final Blitz does factor in for their XP. All right, so my side has been completely cleared, so now my units are going to start moving over here to join in Demonac's side, although Demonac's kind of got this. There's a little flock of wasps left over. Hopefully his Rhino doesn't die so he doesn't lose a durability charge. There we go. Done and done. Will damage friendly units, but that's hilarious, yeah. All right. Oh, yeah, the AI doesn't have hit points. We're having to survive 12 rounds. Demonac and I have the same upgrades available as an option. Decrease the recruitment cost of giant units by 50. On round 2, that's definitely going to pay for itself quickly. I gotta say, heavy Mustangs are quite good. And again, this is randomized what we can purchase every turn. So annoyingly, I can't get more Overlords this turn, which is too bad. Still, I think it's going to be worth getting a Senior Manufacturing Specialist, even though I'm not going to use it this round. And that annoys me. And actually, we don't have much money this round because both of us have got the minus 300 this turn. None of my units have enough XP to level up, which is too bad. See, they've changed this time around their setup. I think I'm just going to deploy another forward or relatively forward arc light. Arc lights do move quite slowly. Do I want to get a missile? It's actually not a bad idea. Ooh, especially with the sniper over there. Although he'll snipe the Rhino, which is good. Let me do this. Okay. See, the comp over here changed dramatically as well. Wow, those Stormcallers are going to do nothing against Demonac. So that's good. Yeah, these steel balls are going to rip apart these rhinos for sure. But then they don't shoot up, so that's good. And yeah, you can see the arc light does have splash damage. Which, until this patch that came out today, was called sputtering range. Must have been a translation issue. I was like, what's sputtering range? And then I finally realized, oh, they mean splash damage range. Okay, so we're going to be fine over here. And it looks like Demonac just won his side. Good. He won his much quicker, but the randomness worked out well. Now, this will scale up in difficulty dramatically. Somewhere around round 8, it's going to feel very unfair. So it's really important to build like a decent baseline, you know, early on. Don't you know, assume. And their composition will change, right? So whatever we do now, it's like, oh, we're going to counter whatever, except that might not be the case too long. I do like these improved whatevers all the time. Annoyingly, there's no Phoenixes for sale this round. We don't know when it'll happen. Probably anything specific to a unit isn't as strong in survival mode because there is some RNG. We'll probably want the Orbital Bombardment or Incendiary Bomb. Annoyingly, we don't know where the units are going to be deployed next turn because Incendiary Bomb lingers for 2 rounds. There's some pretty good targets for Incendiary Bombs over here because these guys don't move very quick. Actually, this would be the side right over here. But I'm wondering about Orbital Bombardment as just generically better thing. Nah, we'll take Incendiary Bomb. And yeah, we'll go ahead. Are these guys in range? Not quite. They'll move forward a little bit, barely. We'll do that. What do I want to get? You know, I could upgrade the rhinos and then invest in more rhinos. Constant repair is pretty good. Oh, you know what? Should we just go for the Final Blitz? Final Blitz, we don't have any units that the Final Blitz is going to kill. I'm going to make sure to get an extra one. Upgrade this one. I guess the only possibility is maybe the rhinos will kill each other, but there you go. And I don't think... Oh! You son of a bitch! How many hit points you got? More than enough for a missile. Oh, that's rude. Oh, I wish I'd seen that earlier. Might just have to Incendiary Bomb back here. Actually, yeah. Just make sure to not hit my own dudes. That is rude. Hey, I could move the rhino, but I don't want a rhino back here later. Oh, that's anti-synergistic. Oh, you're right. Planning on the suicide of the units is not a winner, but the fact is the units are going to die from time to time. Although they didn't die this round. This one's still taking some damage. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have, but meh. Okay, that was a very clean victory. Although this rhino still walking through the fire. It is 350 per tick. And rhinos do have a lot of hit points. I forgot it's not percentage damage. So actually, I don't think that Incendiary is going to do anything because he's still going to get the tower and then we're just going to kill everything else. Well, he's quite a bit weaker. So maybe he won't kill as many of my units. Oh, did you get wiped on your side, Demonac? All right, I'll take a look in a sec. Oh, that was bad. No, fire first, fire first, fire first. Damn it. Oh no. All right, that's a loss. That's a loss. Oh no. Part of me did just get the self-immolation thing for the lulz. Yeah, none of my units would have gotten blown up on the front, but then stacking together in the rear, that was no good. I should have probably just taken my rhino, put it back there, and being like, you know what? That's your job from now on. You're stuck in that back corner forever. All right. Hang on, let me hide that for a sec. Okay, they've got a couple of Vulcans. So these are great ground splash damage, which... I mean, it's bad for the fangs, but otherwise not going to matter for me. Mustangs, crawlers. It's really hard for me to turn down range specialist, even though it doesn't help the rhinos. Yeah. I like the googly eyes, what can I say? Now, we could set up a flank, although we got an opportunity to buy melting points over here. Yeah, I'm going to want 2 melting points, which means I'm going to have to do the cash injection here. but I'm going to go ahead and do that. We've got some big targets, and generally speaking, they'll be very useful. Oh, okay, nothing on the flanks. That's good. Need to get more in the habit of checking those a little faster. Those will be decent positions going forward. Missiles, no. Shields, not really. This thing's about to run out of durability, but deal with it. Let's upgrade this Rhino. I don't know if I'm going to keep my arc lights around. I might not bother upgrading them. I think I won't, and I don't think I'm going to spend my last 50. I think I'm going to let the arc lights die, and yeah, you'll get a refund for that. How are things going over here? Okay, he got a couple of melting points as well. I wonder if we get the same pool of units. Ooh, I'm hoping the Overlord gets upgraded. Took the extra supplies by MPs for long term. Tanks weren't linked, so it didn't pay off this run, right? It would suck if that last Overlord charge goes. Yeah, these things will get auto-sold. When they lose their last charge, they get auto-sold. Because you can't sell a unit normally. You can go at the research center, get field recovery. So you pay to unlock it once, and then you can destroy a unit and get a full refund, which is nice. It says invested in the squad, so I'm assuming you get a refund for the upgrade costs as well. That actually might be worth, you know, I've never actually grabbed it. You can also get an upgrade over here that lets you, it's a mobile beacon, it lets you set a path to a certain extent for some of your units, which can be quite powerful. I really want to make sure, kill the shield. No! Dang it. Because this shield's going to still be there next turn if we don't kill it. I really wanted my units to finish killing the shield. All right, we got a good victory this turn anyway. That's nice. Overwhelming. Ooh, I like the tank production line. So yeah, again, they shuffle their units every time. Well, these crawlers are going to do a number on this arc light. Arc light didn't die. I mean, I could give it armor enhancement, which is actually fairly cheap and would go a great number against those. Because it's 60 less damage per level up, which is just currently level 1. Oh, we can do Overlords again? Check for Assassins, thank you. Yeah, I don't have to worry about unlocks here, but... Overall, I like... These guys are going to rip those apart. That's going to be fine. The Arclight does well against these, but they're going to close in too fast and kill them. I think what I do is I deploy an Overlord over here, and then do some upgrades. Oh. Which does mean I've got to save some money. Or no, you know what? It's fine. I can do an Overlord, and I was going to say I could give it the tank, the assembly line. But maybe I'll give it to the melting point. I don't know. Some of the upgrades are for ground units only. So, no, I'll give it to you. So, yeah, you will constantly be producing 2 sledgehammers every 13 seconds. And I think it does produce on the first tick as well. So I wish I could have upgraded some of these units. I could if I was willing to do this, but it's not great for the economy. And I don't think I'm going to need the upgrades this turn. And if nothing else, they have enough durability that they can just take another kill, and then I'll upgrade them, because their durability does get refreshed when they get upgraded, so. Put them further back to maximize spawning is a consideration, which I have done before, but I think it's the Overlord's value in combat is just too high. The big thing is to just get an extra couple of units near this thing every now and again to just soak some snipes. And yeah, we'll be upgrading the Overlords with the Mothership upgrade as well, which I absolutely adore. I think for the Overlords, I think the Mothership upgrade is better. Also, I keep forgetting that I want to change what techs are attached to these units. Oh, the Arclight's going to survive, at least for now. Oh, there we go. Demon Act uses fire this turn. He probably unlocked it same turn as me, but didn't use it that turn. Need the melting point to engage this. Oh yeah, I forgot I have a melting point over here, although there are a lot of little tiny ground units. These fangs here are going to rip apart my melting point, but at least my melting point didn't lower the shield. Is this guy going to explode? Where's the kaboom? Well, these guys are all... I killed the tower, so they're doing no damage right now. Oh, oh, oh! There it is. Didn't do anything. He died from standing in fire. Nimac side, Nimac ripped apart his side. Okay. That was round 5. That is a lot of enemy melting points. You got Mustangs back there. You shoot up and there. So we're not set up for a flank, unfortunately. Like, I could do something maybe with Wasps. increased. Movement speed increased. Damage increased. You have some assassin crawlers. Which, actually, some of my fangs are going to go over there. Mostly they're going to keep the melting point busy, which isn't the worst thing in the universe. Actually, I might just put a missile there. I think I might get the EM interference, which disables tech constantly. I might put it on you. Yeah, I'm just going to missile you. I might just let you die. You're going to get obliterated by the melting point this turn. Summon wasps. This will protect us from the melting points. Upgrade or... No, we're going to drop some Overlord artillery, which is going to be great against these giants. That's what we're going to do. Okay, you're going to bolt him. I'm going to upgrade you. More hit points. The amount of damage they explode is based on their max HP as well, so as you keep upgrading them, their explosion becomes more brutal. Alright. I like this. Poor Arclights. Arclights are good, but I don't think we're going to need them here, because we might just keep going with Rhinos. I'm part of me is wondering if I should, if I regret the self-destruct, but it is really hilarious for the content. Meanwhile, okay, Master Overlord's here. Missile strike, a little bit of shield on the enemy side. Okay. Yeah, they're going to get obliterated instantly. I would really wish my Overlord was actually focusing on this melting point. It needs to die. The explosion did a lot of damage there. The melting point needs to die. No! We're going to lock onto the Fang! So it's going to rip apart my own Overlord, and then we're still hitting the ground targets. This is somewhat less than ideal. Still unideal. We're going to die. The Overlords do well against the Flyers. Oh, Demonac? But they get distracted easily, as we just saw. Okay, this is good. Our Overlord is... Or our melting point is targeting their melting point. Although we're currently on Sparky mode, so we're not doing much damage. The damage does increase over time on the melting point, but not enough there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, both sides are dying! And we're going to take a lot of damage, because these things are going to do 400 damage each. We're about to feel incredible amounts of pain. Hopefully Demonac can get one more kill. No. Oh no! Oh no! I can't refuse deployment specialist. Unfortunately, no more overlords for sale, although we can get wasps. I'm going to upgrade you. I can give you extra range. I'm not sure that's the solution to our issue. Okay, flanks are fine. Well, actually, Demonac, flank. Technically, your flank here is no good. Either one of us could deal with it, though. Okay, they have no melting points this time. So our rhinos, for example, should do mostly okay. The fangs, I don't think, have long-term like potential for us. We do need to kill more of these little dudes. Okay, these fangs will be countered very well by the Stormcallers. That's basically the only thing for sale right now that would counter them. Yeah, I think I need to do that. Because I need more tools to, like, kill the little things. Doorbell. They actually rang the doorbell. I think my sushi's here. I really won't try getting distracted with that guy. You know what I'm going to do? Demonac, I'm going to take care of the spawn on our shared flank here with a missile. Yeah, these things move really slowly, so I need to get them a little further forward. You know what? I'm being silly. I'm worried about these things. Overwatch BattleBots? Yeah. Oh, my incendiary bomb's back. That's also very interesting. We'll burn some of my units when we get there, but it will linger until next turn, so yeah, I'll go there. That's going to be fine. I don't have enough money for a tech upgrade. Alright, maybe I do keep you alive a little longer then. Alright, see what happens. What? Where are you going? No! No! I need you on my front! What are you doing, Rhino? Bad Rhino! Yeah, upgrades reset that. These Phoenixes are gonna obliterate this Overlord. Okay, good lock on here by the melting point. And it looks like that tower's about vulnerable, which is good. Okay, those Phoenixes will now wipe everything out over here, but a few Phoenixes aren't a huge problem. These Fangs are going to try to shoot. Oh, looks like Demon X side went, as I say, really well. It is going to go really well, actually. Not in the same way I thought. Our stream's nearly coming to a conclusion. We'll finish this. We'll do that, and then I'll go and get the sushi. Sorry, I won't eat the sushi on stream today. Well, the thing is, the AI for these is very simple. They will attack the closest thing to them. Period. It's entirely predictable. By design. Because if they were trying to be smart, a lot of times they'd be smart in the wrong way. Here, they're stupid and in a completely predictable way. Hello, barrier. We are... I mean, that's very nice. Smoke bomb's fun, too. But I think we're going to barrier you. Has to be on a ground unit. More melting points? I'm sorry, are you gonna missile me right away? That's okay, this Rhino can just soak it. I'm thinking a wasp flank. I mean, some of them will get sniped. Oh, how are my flanks? My flanks are okay. There's a missile here, so we don't want to flank from this side. I don't know, maybe not a wasp flank, maybe just wasps in general back here. A lot of their stuff doesn't shoot up. Their marksmen do shoot up, but not very quickly. These are linked sledgehammers, which should get ripped apart by my melting points. Now I can recruit 3 because I do have the recruitment specialist, although I would also like to consider some upgrades, but... I think that. And yeah, I think we're going to deploy you fairly far back. Because you move fast, and I don't want you to be first in combat. Oh, do I? Missiles won't do anything for us this round. And... oh, I can upgrade you. Sure. Okay. Oh, the marksmen are summoning fangs as well. Yeah, this overlord is... well, both my overlords are way too far forward. That was a... yeah, that's actually a big problem. Alright, wasps are coming in. They need... we'll give them a shield upgrade. I didn't have enough for it. We'll give them a shield upgrade because they can survive one snipe. The Stormcallers are actually pretty good against the marksmen. Okay, looks like Demon Act won his side. Maybe? No, or just crash the thing, but they're going to be okay. That's a lot of marksmen. Yeah, we're going to get wiped here. We will take out some of them. Demonac doesn't have any little things to tank the marksman damage from. Oh, no, never mind. There's a swarm of wasps coming through. So yeah, my lack of frontliners is really hurting that round. And my overlords are too far forward. Which I suppose I should really make sure to give my overlords range upgrade now so they don't move forward as much. So the melting point's going to perform the worst here. I like how this missile's not going to get triggered. That's wonderful. Although the melting point does have the electromagnetic barrage to turn off their upgrades, which is actually quite helpful. Sorry, my bad. Oh, that's an important volley. Oh no! And the barrage doesn't actually do any damage. It just turns off their tech. All right, we're going to lose this round. I mean, we're not going to take much damage. We'll just take 300 damage. So, how's everyone? When you do get halfway past the timer, it does go into a fast forward mode. Oh my god! How'd the melting point survive? What? Hey. Ooh, Vulcan Descent. Oh, if I drop a Vulcan back here, that's actually going to be very good. For a couple of reasons. First of all, it's going to rip everything apart over here. But it'll also provide cover. Shoot, you're going to get hit by the Overlord. I wonder if I did this with the Overlord. No, the Overlord is going to be engaged on him, which is good. Okay. But I was going to say, provide cover for summoning in units over there. I could summon a bunch of wasps. Upgrade you. And I don't have enough for the range upgrade. Oh shit, you are also getting torched. Oh, I might lose a ton of units this turn here. I'm wondering about just putting some crawlers. You got the one spawn upgrade. Yeah, I don't want to lose this. So, I'm going to take him out immediately. Although, I wonder if there's any chance. There you go. You're going to try to pointlessly kill these crawlers. This is about as good as we're going to have to accept over here. I'd like to upgrade this guy too, but we don't have enough money. Well, I mean, I could have, but I have to pick and choose at some point. Demonac. Does he have the decreased spell cast thing? Or timer? No? Explosion. No! I want you to lock onto my wasps! Guess I should have moved them a little further forward. Now, the wasps get countered hard by the Overlord here, unless they can... Well, they do have the shield, which is helpful. Oh, good. Okay. Okay, you really need to lock onto the other melting point, please. What are you doing? Are you just standing there? Aren't you moving? There you go. Because I've got the range upgrade, although... Let me click on the over... Oh, I'm clicking on the debris. Okay, good. Victory on both sides. Woohoo! All right, we got 3 more rounds to go. 10, 11, 12. We got this. A little late for aerial specialists. The free unlock doesn't matter in this mode. The plus 10 range is always kind of nice. Intensive... Okay, the intensive training is actually potentially extra valuable in this mode because it means you can always upgrade a unit on demand to reset its durability. That's a lot of Phoenixes. The counter to that would be Mustangs, but we don't have any tech for them. Actually, Wasps are pretty good against Phoenixes. Bet I can't buy more. Oh, you don't have any upgrades yet. My sentry missiles don't have enough damage to one-shot these things. Yeah, actually, the shop didn't give me a lot of stuff that shoots up either. Okay, what's going to happen here is I'm going to level you up so you get your durability back. I don't actually need your increased range. What you need is the energy shield, though. Yeah, I forgot how like slow like the fangs are and stuff. So we'll upgrade you. You gotta stay alive. I might give my fangs these shields so that they can survive 2 hits. A melting point really isn't helpful this round, but I kind of want more in general. I don't know what the rules are for where you can deploy shields. Oh, it probably has to be entirely within my own zone. Okay, that's not great. I know, the music ended. Where's the drama? I have no idea. All right, in the interest of just moving things forward, let's just get some Mustangs in here. Oops. Go. There's the drama music. I don't like this round of combat at all. But the Mustangs are drawing some aggro. Our Wasps are now in here. And the Wasps will shred the Phoenixes if they can get on top of them. And more importantly, perhaps draw some aggro away from the Overlord in some places. That's Demonac. His is looking better than mine. Just sort of been a trend throughout. Okay, they've got the respawning Phoenix thing. So when their Phoenixes die, their ghosts or whatever jump to another one. And I think after 12 seconds? 20 seconds, they'll respawn. As long as we keep killing whatever they're attached to, they won't actually get around to respawning. But I think a bunch of these Phoenixes are going to respawn over here, unfortunately. I think they're starting now. Oh, Demonac, did you lose? I thought you were going to win. Oh, no! You're fine! 2 more rounds to go. Not really loving this pick. I don't think the sticky oil is going to do anything for us. I think I'm just going to skip this one. I have Fortress. Okay, what we're going to do... Oh, I can't promote you. Interesting. We're not facing anything big, so unfortunately my my melting points aren't really going to do anything. I think it's fortressing time. I think our fortresses will do pretty good here. We could unlock a nuke, but... A fortress. Barrier. Second fortress. Their job will be to soak a fair amount of attacks. Firebomb is back. Now, shields do soak those firebombs, so... It will linger for 2 rounds. What if I just do a straight line here if it might torch that? Or these things are going to kind of stand in it. There are crawlers. And fireballs do take a while to hit. The crawlers are going to surround the fortress and then get killed by these things. Although I could also just put down an arc light. Or you know what? That's a good... I'm just going to sentry missile that. their fangs. Shit, they're shielded fangs. No, that's not going to work at all. Not forgetting about sushi. I know about the sushi. I'm going to get it after the stream. Just because we're a little close here. All right. Let's do that. I did have enough money for another bomb. Maybe I shoulda. But a bunch of my units are going to, like, go away this round. We only have to survive 2 more. Well, this one and the next one. Maybe I should have gone and spent the 1-turn money boost in this round. Oh, maybe I should have, because I'm a little bit worried that we're not going to make it to the last round. But if we do, we can do the all-out thing. He's seeing a lot of fortresses on his side. Got a couple of melting points, which should do well against them. Yeah, I hate that. My melting points are going to do nothing this round. Damn. Boom! Oh, it took out the shield. Yeah, the whole thing is this Overlord has been massively overexposed the whole game. That's his last charge, too, so he's gone no matter what. These crawlers come from the other side? I don't know. I should have just gone mass crawlers. Every game, mass crawlers. Crawlers and Mustangs. You don't need anything else. I think these wasps are going to die before they get through to the phoenixes. Ooh, good clear on your side, though, Demonac. Real good clear. These phoenixes must have the range upgrade, and they do. But we might be okay. I'm going to get carried here. Haven't found a good way to protect hackers yet. Yeah, I'm not impressed by hackers in the current state. I think they'll have to take another balance pass. Oh, it'll be really annoying if he loses his tower right now. That would be horribly bad if he loses his tower and all his units get stunned. Okay, it still split Demonac's forces, which is not great. We got another wave of wasps here that just spawned. That's huge. He really needs his overlords to target down these phoenixes, though. You really need to kill the phoenixes. Overlords are currently exposed. Another wave of wasps are coming in. Okay, it's gonna be fine. Yeah, the Gold Armada has arrived. Okay. Last round. Well, it's a little late. Well, I mean, it does decrease their attack, but still. Underground threat. I'm not sure that's going to help. They're not upgraded. Redeployment. That would have been great to pull back my Overlord before, but... Shield Device Specialist. I think our shields are just going to get obliterated right now. Don't know if that affects the shield that these things have or not. Increase range, increase movement speed. I haven't even looked at what they had. I probably should have done that first. No, I'll still go with the Overlords. It's fine. I don't need to worry about durability, although upgrades are still generally nice. Flank wouldn't work out at all. At all. They'd get instantly obliterated. Where would I want intensive training? And it wouldn't be for durability. Let's have you produce fangs. I mean, they'll get torched here. But if this can, like, soak some aggro from the melting points, that's going to be huge. You only have one melting point, so I'm not sure that upgrading, like giving a tech upgrade, makes much sense here. Oh, let's give Fangs a shield upgrade. That's going to be good. All right. Let's go. All right, missiles took out a lot of these little guys. That poor rhino didn't have anything. Oh man, yeah, okay, that shield melts. But if we can get these melting points to target tiny dudes, although the tiny dudes are being countered by these incredibly high-level Vulcans. Except for the wasps, because they can't shoot up. Ah, my own melting point got distracted and isn't shooting anything useful. No! Yeah, another round of wasps over here is really good. Wow, those are insanely upgraded Vulcans. They're taking all the damage. Oh my god, they're so tough. Okay, the stun is going to buy a little time over here. Okay, Demon Axe Flock is working out okay. This tends to happen in the these 2v2s, by the way. We often end up, especially in the survival mode, where just because of the way things work with different compositions, one side dominates. You know, sometimes it swaps round to round, but in the survival mode, because your units can get killed off, sometimes the vulnerability starts to happen. I think I like our odds, although that's going to melt. But yeah, it's the mass overlord. It's less about what the overlords are in and of themselves, and the fact that they can keep supplying wasps, which is the key. So I think we got carried hard this time. I actually have some videos that I recorded with Demonac earlier this week. We've got a 2v2 versus AI and 2v survival mode earlier this week. So I'll be posting those on the EbTubs a little bit later. But I've enjoyed this game so much this week. It's been ridiculous. Yeah, just a ruffle stomp over there. The big mistake for me was I moving my overlords too far to the front. That, like, the fact that I had a couple too far ahead early on was a huge issue. And probably I needed some more just random bodies to hold on to things. But anyway, we went return to lobby. We went over by 17 minutes, but I'm pretty happy about that. As a reminder, this was a sponsored stream. If you do -- what game, which I'm going to do now, you can find a link where you can pick up MECHABELLUM in early access today. It's pretty cheap. And yeah, next live stream is going to be on Saturday. By the way, live stream on Saturday is going to start an hour early. It's going to be a multiplayer live stream of Crusader Kings 3 with 3 other YouTubers. I don't know if we're going to announce the specific names yet, although it looks like everyone is currently confirmed. All 4 of us are going to be playing in the HRE, working together to try to make the HRE the most awesome, holiest, Romaniest, empirist thing ever. I think I'm going to be playing in Italy as part of, like, Northern Italy as part of the HRE. So looking very forward to that. Real YouTube's not me. Oh, people who do play CK3 a hell of a lot more than me. So much like what just happened now, I'm hoping to get carried. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you on Saturday. Bye-bye. Buongiorno. Oh, I have to redo my Buongiorno video thingy. You're right. Thank you.